You come home after a long day. You open the fridge, grab a can of Coke, reply back to texts on your iPhone, and sit down to unwind on your brand new PlayStation. Life is good thanks to some of the best products mankind has ever made, right? What if I told you the greatest product we've ever built is older than all of them? A precursor that made every other product possible. A product that united strangers, built cities, wrote laws, and convinced humans to cooperate at a scale nature never intended. We've all used it. We still do. But first, let's rewind back a few thousand years. 100,000 years ago, we were hunter-gatherers. No cities, no governments, no Amazon Prime. Just small bands of people trying not to become tiger snacks. You knew everyone by name. If Kavi stole your berries, you knew where Kavi slept. Trust was personal, face-to-face, small. Life was simple, until the world started doing things we couldn't explain. Thunder, floods, droughts, death. When you can't explain something that powerful, you don't ignore it. You name it. You give it character, intention. That's how the first gods were born. The wind had a spirit. The river had a guardian. The sky had a temper. We called it animism, the idea that everything is alive, everything has a soul. And if you wanted good weather, a safe hunt, a healthy baby, you negotiated with the spirits through rituals and specialists, shamans. And just like that, humanity's first prototype of religion appeared. A system that tried to explain the chaos and connect people. It wasn't an organized product yet, no temples, no scriptures, but the code to humanity's first operating system was written. As humans settled, our spirits got upgrades. Totems for tribes, fertility goddesses for harvests, rain gods, sun gods, storm gods. Nature turned into an invisible company running the world. Then something incredible happened. Before we even built cities, we built sanctuaries. At Göbekli Tepe, 9,000 years before the pyramids, people who didn't even farm yet built giant temples carved with lions and vultures. Why? To worship together. Religion didn't follow civilization. Religion created it. It gave strangers a reason to gather, cooperate, and build. Then came agriculture. Villages got bigger. Surplus food meant trade, and trade meant trusting people you didn't know. How do you make sure the guy selling you wheat doesn't stab you after sunset? You need a story bigger than both of you. A shared belief that says, behave even when no one's watching. Keep your promises. Don't steal your neighbor's goat. So we packaged morality, law, and belonging into one elegant product. One that came with rituals, symbols, stories, and a support hotline to the divine. In Mesopotamia, every city had its own god, and a ziggurat as headquarters. In Egypt, pharaohs ruled by Ma'at, cosmic truth and order. Temples weren't just for prayer. They stored grain, lent silver, kept records. They were the first banks. Priests weren't just holy men. They were accountants, administrators, early CEOs. And underneath it all was humanity's greatest superpower, shared imagination. The ability to believe in something invisible and act as if it's real. That's what allowed millions of strangers to cooperate, all because they believed in the same invisible brand. But once your invisible product runs a civilization, you need an instruction manual. Enter law, divine law. In Babylon, King Hammurabi carved 282 laws into stone and said the sun god Shamash had dictated them. It was one of humanity's first terms and conditions. Don't murder, don't steal, and if you do, your punishment should be proportional to the crime. An eye for an eye, harsh, but fair for its time. In Egypt, judges said their job was to restore Ma'at, to bring the world back into balance. In India, Dharma became both cosmic order and moral duty, later inspiring Emperor Ashoka to write edicts about compassion, tolerance, and non-violence. A 3rd century BCE push toward humane governance. The Greeks and Romans added a firmware update. They called it natural law, the idea that moral truth is built into the universe and that every human shares in it. From that seed grew a radical concept, human equality. Yeah, equality is a human construct. Meanwhile, belief itself was evolving. Many cultures had a high god above the rest. A few went all in on one. Akhenaten tried it with the sun in Egypt. Then Judaism fused covenant with ethical monotheism, one God who cares how you treat people. Then Christianity scaled it globally. The last are first. The poor matter. Every soul has worth. Hospitals, charity, constraints on war. Ethics start institutionalizing. Different names, same pattern. The product went universal, from our city's god to a moral order for everyone. And that moral code never really left. Temples became banks, central vaults, trusted ledgers, reputational credit, ancient features repackaged in modern finance. People still swear on a Bible in court, the same book that's been printed over 6 billion times, making it the most sold and distributed text in human history. We still say bless you, a leftover line from medieval times when sneezes were demon bait. Every holiday, wedding vow, anthem or flag salute, rituals, we're still running the same software. Even the rules of right and wrong echo their ancient versions. The 10 Commandments live in our criminal codes. No murder, no theft, no false witness. Hammurabi's eye for an eye became sentencing proportionality. Ma'at and Dharma survive as rule of law and duty of care. The Stoics' natural law evolved into human rights, life, liberty, equality. Different prophets, same update cycle, from sacred oughts to secular rights. So, what is the greatest product ever? It wasn't a drink or a gadget. It was the story that turned strangers into societies, rituals into systems, morals into law. It taught us to act together because we believed together. Of course, like any powerful product, it has bugs. It's been used to justify wars, persecution, and fear. But even its critics admit one thing. It worked. It united billions. It gave meaning to suffering. It turned chaos into community. People say we've moved beyond it, that science, capitalism, or technology replaced it. But look closer. Political rallies, brand tribes, influencer cults. We didn't ditch belief. We rebranded it. Because deep down, humans are still the same species that looked up at the stars and asked, why? And the first product that gave us an answer was religion, the greatest product ever sold. And if you just sneezed, you already know what to say.